Welcome, everybody. Hello, and welcome to today's case study and member spotlight of Maximum Potential Academy. I'm so glad you're here because today I've got with me Janice Vance. Let me tell you about her. Janice Vance is a marriage coach. She is a marriage major, so she helps couples to rekindle their love and have deeper communication and intimacy, and she's just phenomenal at that. You can find her at janicevance.com. Janice, welcome to the call.
Thank you for having me, Lady J. Thank you. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. You look beautiful, by the way.
Welcome.
You're welcome. So, Janice, tell me a little bit about your business and why you decided to go this route. Why did you decide to start a business?
The name of my business, I am the founder and I'm the visionary for the Marriage Major. The Marriage Major. And what inspired me to come up with the name The Marriage Major is because I've been married for 38 years and I began to look at my own journey in marriage and realize that you're forever majoring. I don't care how long you've been married, you're forever majoring. So I want to encourage marriage ladies to take their marriage to the next level, to be inspired to make their marriage a great love affair. And I went to your very first workshop, Lady J. You remember that?
I remember. Wow, that was a long time ago.
The very first workshop I went there with the intention of doing some other type of business. Actually, something to do with housing for veterans, a nonprofit organization. Where after I left that particular conference, I sat there and said, I'm in the wrong business. Immediately, I knew it was about marriage because that has always been ringing in the back of my ear, but I didn't think I had what it takes. And at conference, you made it so clear that we have what it takes and we need to share our story. And how I became to say, I'm going to do the marriage coaching.
Wow.
Did not feel that I had what it takes, did not know what it was about coaching or any of that. The only thing I knew was the journey I have had in 38 years of marriage. And I know the divorce rate was increasing. And so I can't save every marriage, but I want to inspire as many as possible. So from that workshop, I remember driving home and kept telling myself, I'm going to do it. But I don't know how to start.
Wow.
Didn't know how to start. And that was the reason for joining MPA. MPA, and being in your women Bible study, learning and listening. And I was like, I have what it takes. You just start before it's ready. You had your book. And I began to say, I'm going to get an MPA so I can learn. And MPA has been a transformation for me. It transformed my life. Wow. It has transformed my life. And I'm thankful that God gave you the vision for MPA to help people who already knew their purpose. Because it was for people who already knew what their call and purpose was and help coach us. I feel that MPA has been, I would say, MPA is the midwife pushing forth your purpose.
Wow.
In MPA, I had no idea anything about a website. No. No website. I've gotten and I've learned all the tools and strategies. And that's what MPA has provided for me to build my business. I built a website, www.janicevance.com.
Woo!
Have my personal Facebook business page. Never would have known anything about doing all of this. I learned this from being a member of MPA.
Wow.
I launched my very first marriage workshop in February. I'm now doing Facebook Live on my business page.
Woo.
I can say that MPA has been a transformation for me. That is exactly what MPA has been for me. Because first of all, I was a person that didn't never like taking pictures. So being in front of a camera and talking, but guess what? has made the thing that I feared the most. It has made it the most comfortable for me.
Wow.
It was
Oh my
the
goodness.
best investment that I could have made, the best.
Oh, okay, Janice. This is the best news of the day by far because let's just back up for a second to that first workshop, right?
Yes.
After the workshop was over and different people were getting on camera and talking about their experience at that VIP day. I remember you did not want to get on. Do you remember that?
I remember.
You protested. Tell me about what was going through your mind then as opposed to what goes through your mind now when you get ready to go on video.
Because they kept saying if everybody was in line, every time they get close to me, I would get further behind the line. And somebody else would get in there. They was like, go on, go on. And I was listening to others talking, and I was like, oh gosh, she videotaping you this. Where is she gonna put this video? I am not comfortable with the camera because I don't like taking pictures. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I'm next. I got up there and introduced myself and talked about what I had learned, and that I want to do this nonprofit organization, Veteran Homes for Veterans. I had already been doing my research, and my husband and I had been talking about it and what we was going to do. And that camera, when I finished, that's what happened when I finished. People were coming to me saying, oh my God, why you were awesome. Yeah. Why you keep going to the back of the line? Why you kept moving? Girl, you just so comfortable with the camera.
That's right.
Going, what? That was the turning point for the camera a little bit.
Okay.
So when I got an MPA, I got better.
Wow.
But that was the turning point. And I remember driving home and tears was coming. Tears was down my eyes. And you can do it. You can do it. You know, you always, I have notes on marriage, no exaggeration, from 1983.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding.
Janice.
I'm not kidding. It has been, and I remember one day in my Sunday school class, standing up saying, one day I want to be where I inspire married women
Wow.
to keep their marriage going. I didn't know anything about coaching back then or anything, but I knew it was something I wanted to do. I didn't know I would do a little personal group, but then I was thinking more ministry. Okay. That became my struggle, ministry and business. Yeah. When I'm telling you, when I became a part of MPA, I know the difference. Know the difference. That wasn't my struggle. It was like, how you gonna charge somebody? You know, that was my biggest struggle. But I have learned, and I'm working it. And I'm thankful to God for you, Lady J.
Oh gosh.
He sent you from California to Montgomery. He already knew. And then the amazing thing, he already knew this was to take place. What an awesome God. What an awesome God. Janice, okay, you hit on so many amazing points, and you're such an engaging speaker. When you talk, people listen because you're a great storyteller. And that's oftentimes the enemy will put up before us this huge fear of the thing that ends up, like you said, becoming our greatest strength. Yes. But talk to me about, you've talked about ministry and business. Talk to me, there's somebody watching today, they also very ministry minded. How did you overcome the, I'm just going to give this away for free because I'm being sweet and kind and, I'm just serving the Lord, versus I'm going to be sweet and kind and serve the Lord and charge for my products? How did you overcome that barrier between ministry and business? When I learned that I have what it takes, that I have what it takes, my business is based on the foundation of biblical principles.
Right.
And I know that I've heard that when people when people pay, they pay attention.
There you go.
And I started looking up and reading about coaches and seeing people with workshops and seeing that people go to these workshops, people pay for these different things. Mm-hmm. So when I did my first workshop, that really, because I had people that were not able to come to my workshop, mm-hmm. paid for my workshop. I said, I can't come, but I want to buy a ticket.
Wow.
I had people to say, I can't come, but I would like for you to bless someone that you know for sure that would love to come and can't come. Not someone that's looking for a handout, right. But someone that you know if they had it, they would be there.
Yes.
I had to do that.
Wow.
I actually made money off of that workshop. I'm doing my ministry. Yes, I'm doing my ministry in my business with my business.
I love that, Janice. And you hit on a point that is so critical. Rabbi Daniel Lapin talks about this in his book called Thou Shalt Prosper, those of you that want to get it. But he talks about one of the reasons why Jews are a thriving culture financially of people, because they believe that making money is noble and good. So if I serve you with excellence, or if Janice serves you at her workshop with excellence and you give her money in exchange for that, well, that is just simply meaning that thank you. You did a great job. You served me in excellence. And we can only give out of a full cup, right? So we can't give to anybody else. It's almost like saying, having the plumber come over your house and, you know, the plumber tell you, no, you don't need to pay me for cleaning out all your toilets because I'm just being sweet and I'm doing the work of the ministry. Well, you know, the plumber has to feed his family too. Or maybe you go to the grocery store, you get your groceries and the cashier says, no, you don't have to pay me for that because I'm just being sweet and kind. Well, no, she has to have a livelihood so that we can make things happen. So I love what your head is there, Janice. I love it. Yeah. So talk to me a little bit more about frustration and hesitation. So somebody's listening to this, they're on the brink of doing something really great with their lives. They're at the starting point like you were several years ago, but they're fearful about joining MPA, or they're fearful about growing themselves. What would you tell somebody that's just letting fear stop them?
I would say just start. A lot of time the biggest struggle is getting it perfect. Getting it perfect, that's the fear that we have of getting it perfect. But I remember you told us we don't have to get it perfect. Just get it right. Just start before you're ready. Mm-hmm. And I would say to that person that's hesitating, I would say, just start. Just start. And anytime there's money involved and you're asking people for money, people are going to hesitate. People will hesitate. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And sometimes, because I know there's been many times there's things I wanted to participate in and could not financially. Mm-hmm. But I say that invest is worth the investment. Invest so that you can learn and so that you can grow. And what I love about you, Lady J, is you don't keep it to yourself. Mm. You have taken us backstage and showed us, you said, I've learned this. I used to use this, but I don't use this anymore because that didn't work. I did this. I do this. You have told us and you have shared all of your strategies. And that's what MPA is about. And anybody that's hesitating about starting, I promise you it will be the best investment you can make, because she have the Starboard book Q&A, chance to ask questions. Mm-hmm. Whatever question you want to ask, whatever you're working on, and then you're surrounded with like-minded people in MPA. A phenomenal group. They share what they're doing, or they ask you their opinion, and it seems like nobody's trying to outdo the other person. We're all a team. That's what I love about MPA. It's like we all a team, and we all know there's enough room out there for all of us
Yes.
to compete. And you share with us, and that's what makes it so wide. You didn't hold back. Well, I'm not going to tell them this. I'm not going to tell them that. You tell us how to do it. You cause us to be action takers.
Wow.
Action takers. And that's what I enjoy about it. I know that I could be further in my business is not because anything lacking on MPA behalf. I say start, like Lady J say, start before you're ready. Don't let the devil cheat you. I promise you will be cheated if you don't let him cheat you and tell you, because a lot of times when you do things and invest in things, you do it and you're all motivated, but when it's over, you're like, what have I done? I needed that money. Why do that? He will fight you. Don't let him fight you. Don't let him cheat you, because we have to do what we're going to do, and we have to do it now. Do it now. Life is short. Life is short.
Wow.
Go for it.
Janice, you are absolutely remarkable. You're making my day over here, I got to tell you. But you know what you talked about with the sharing of strategies, I've just made a whole lot of mistakes in my business and in life for that matter. And I really believe that, our greatest strength comes when we share those lessons learned, and when we share how to, we learn. There's a quote that says, people will when you impress people, people may notice you, but when you share your failures and your mistakes, that's when they connect with you at a heart level. And there's something that Stu McLaren, who is amazing, says, and that is, you don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going. And that's what I love about you, Janice. You didn't wait for things to be perfect. You got in the game and you did the work. So many people want the results without the work. And so I love that you got in the game. So tell me a little bit more about what you're working on right now in your business, and where people can find you for what you've got on the on the stove coming for us in the coming years.
I've been doing Periscope probably. I've been doing Periscope for maybe 6 months, and I actually love Periscope. And I know a lot of people have kind of gotten a lot to Facebook Live, but I still every Wednesday. I just finished before this call. I just finished my Wednesday Wives Scope is on Periscope.
Good.
And also I have my business Facebook page where Monday through Friday I post inspiring, just a message or a word to encourage married women to fight for their marriage, because marriage is work. It's work. We have to work on it. And so I'm constantly doing that. And one thing you taught us is to show up and be consistent. And I can say I've been consistent with Periscope. I'm just getting with the Facebook Live. Periscope, I finished that, but I posted it over there. But I'm going to start doing more Facebook Live because people like that. Work with Facebook Live, and I'm trying to build my email list.
Good.
Do better with my email list, growing that. And basically that's it right now. But you can find me on Periscope, on Twitter. I'm Janice Vance, and I'm there with encouraging words, trying to help married ladies take their marriage to the next level. There's too many divorces. And then there's too many single people out there that choose to shack up or don't want to get married because they're looking at us married people that living like roommates. And we have to make people know that marriage is beautiful and that you can have a thriving marriage. So that's what I'm all about. I'm about saving one marriage. I save one marriage. I feel I fulfill my purpose, and I'm continuing to grow it, and I'm showing up, and I'm being consistent, and I'm being transparent, which I taught us. And because I keep going back to MPA has taught me all of this. I I would never have done this without MPA. And I'm grateful to it. I am so grateful to
Wow.
MPA. The best investment.
Mm.
Whatever the cost is now, you need to get in because it's the best. You will not have not one regret. You have a team there to help you. They share what they're doing. They share their wins. Lady J will get on there and say, what can I help you with today?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow.
That
Wow.
there's a lot.
Wow, Janice, thank you so much. I'm so full with everything that you just shared, and it is so indicative. It's so, your heart just shines so big in everything that you do and everything that you have to share. And consequently, those of you guys that are watching, Janice is one of our founding members. So she has been with me since the very beginning. You heard her talk about the very first event, and I celebrate you. I treasure you because you believed in this idea just when it was a little baby, and now that it's growing up into into maturity, into new levels, it's just amazing to see what God has done in and through you. So Janice, tell me about your next workshop. Any plans for another marriage retreat or workshop on the books anytime soon?
Well, what I'm really another thing I didn't say, another thing I'm working on is getting that coaching package.
Mm.
Because another thing that had been a struggle, and I shared that, and you gave me tips about that, was pricing,
Mm-hmm.
price on things.
Yeah.
And 'cause I'm not a seller, and you said you're not selling a product. It's not like you out there trying to sell or make a sale. You're inspiring and changing somebody's life. You look at it as, what are you giving them? What is not about you, but about your client.
Yeah.
So that has inspired me. I actually have it ready, but I just have to get that out there
Okay.
and get the coaching thing going. And then also I want to do more so than one-on-one coaching. I want to do like a little group coaching. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of working on that. I prayed about that because I know marriage is so sacred and so a lot of things personal. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that maybe the group thing will work. But when I did a survey, I got a more saying that they would like the group. So that's when I'm gonna work on the group coaching,
Good.
and I thought people would say one-on-one because I know a lot of times people don't want to share
Mm-hmm.
deep things about marriage that's so personal, but God has given me a way how to do that, and
Yes.
so I'm going to be working on that. But I have an email address, Janice Vance. No, I'm sorry, I have my email address, the marriage major at gmail.com.
Okay.
You can reach me there. I get a lot of email from married people. People are really
Mm.
struggling in their marriages. People are
Mm.
really struggling in
Mm.
their marriage.
Mm.
And my workshop, I'm probably not going to do another workshop till February of 2017.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I put on my calendar.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Lady J tells us to get that calendar set, set goals. She gives us assignments, which help pushes us, and that's awesome. So those are the things that I'm working on. I'm just looking forward to a better year in 2017, a better year of doing what God has called me to do.
Absolutely phenomenal, Janice. Boom. I'm giving you high fives over here. You knocked, boom, boom, boom. You knocked it out the park. Awesome job. Guys, listen, go to janicevance.com. Follow what she's doing. Get inspired on Periscope and the Facebook that she has. And again, remember, just like Stu says, you don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going. So
Yeah.
click on the links below, and I can't wait to welcome you inside of the Academy. Mwah. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Janice.
Thank you. Have a great one.
You too.